I saw this tutorial here where
pen USB mic.
this guy made a double attack animation. See that? So it basically, it does this attack and then this attack. And I was thinking, maybe I could draw this exact same pose and guy, maybe with a different unit here, like a skeleton, right? Instead of that. And maybe we keep the hoodie, but maybe not the head, something like that. So a skeleton doing that with a sword. So like some sort of stronger skeleton, right? Excuse me. But I was wondering, okay, well, how would I do these two slash attacks? Because these are essentially two attacks, right? This is the second hit and this is the first hit. And so what I would have to program in is essentially, you know how in Unity you have like your animation and it has like 10 frames, and on each frame you can set events to happen. So let's say on frame 5 you, I don't know, turn a light on, whatever, right? But you can basically call engine functions. And so what I would need to have is some sort of, I don't know, array of, in my case it would be easier because I just want to attack. And so I would attack in these situations, like array on frame 5 I want to attack, and on frame 7 I want to attack, right? Something like this is what I thought about could be really cool, because then I can have enemies that basically do whoosh, 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 right? So really cool attacks that attack on like different frames. And right now, because right now I just have, let's say, an enemy spawning a huge meteor in the game, and that's just one attack that boofs and destroys, let's say, 5 of my oranges. But maybe I want to have some mid-tier enemies that do these cool effects instead of just boing, attack, boing, attack. You see what I mean? So essentially, when I create, let's say, who uses that? Wizard? Skeleton wizard. They have abilities. Now this one doesn't have an ability. Who has an ability? Oh, the knight, right. Skeleton knight has an ability. Spear toss. For those of you who have never seen this guy, let me mark this here and then spawn him on wave 1. Instead of crawling skeletons, we're gonna spawn knights. How about how about we spawn 1? It's already strong enough. Oh, it's really cool to see how fast the game compiles now. So what I wanted to show you guys is this. So this is the skeleton knight. He has a spear ability that he uses quite often that deals damage, okay? And so what I do here is I tell the game that he's using the ability on frame 3. Now what I want to do is I want to disconnect this from the entity and put it on the actual animation. So for example, if I have my animation attack here, this run right here, then we can take this knight attack down here and add stuff to it. So let's mark this as A and then go to the sprite struct. There we go. I have in here an array, what I call Y offsets. This is an int array. And the cool thing is that this is an int array because we can create a union, an unnamed union, and then say, well, we have either Y offsets or we have attack frames. And I think that's already everything I want to have, because then I can go back to this knight attack and say, well, okay. This is a bit bad to type. You guys can't see that either. The dot attack frames is an array where the count... Yikes. Alright, well, where the count is, we have 2 attack frames, and the actual array has, let's say, frame 3 and frame, let's say, frame 1 and frame 3 in there. Can we build this? Should just build. There we go. Now, we don't have to take at the entity, but we take at these frames. We could take a look at those. Now, obviously, I have to make sure that these are sorted. If I use 3 and then 1, that doesn't work, right? Add lightning spear 2 seconds after the spear hits the hero. A lightning strike. No, I will probably add a better impact. Anyways, so what I could do here is then say, fine. We add the ability to the unit. And then this use ability... What's that? Use ability frame. Not sure why I can't type. This is where we check whether we should activate an ability. Right? This is inside of the loop for enemies. We go and get the ability. We check whether we can use the ability, aka is it off cooldown. Then we try to find a target. And then if we have a target, we transition to the animation so that we start, you know, holding a spear. And then whether we are in the correct index, we attack, aka use the ability. Now, in this case, what we need to do is, instead of using this one on the entity, we need to get the animation. Schnitzel Lab. Yeah, Schnitzel Lab is because of like people in chat gave it a name. So you attack on frame 3 and on frame 1 and 3, but what attack do you use? How do you specify that? That's the ability that we get. And so, like, what I have right now, that's a limitation in my engine, is I have one ability that each unit uses, and therefore one animation for that. Okay, finish reading. Okay, how do you specify that? Let's say a swing will apply damage on frame 1 and pushback on frame 3. I see, so damage and then pushback. How would I do that? That's a different use case. Right now, I just activate the ability twice. AKA spawn 2 spears or attack twice, right? I would have to... I don't have a model for that at the moment. Okay, so... This used ability here is difficult to set. Because we have a cast time. And so we are checking whether the ability is on cooldown or not. Right, so we activate that ability here. Activating an ability means... Clown, your right has arrived. Shut up. Hello there, Mr. T. We are activating the ability which puts it on cooldown. So if we activate it again, we can't. However, we could take some code here and see whether we need to activate it again and therefore not put it on cooldown yet. We just put it on cooldown on the second animation. But what happens if you get stunned all the way through, midway through? I guess you're still in the same animation frame, so it doesn't matter, right? If you get stunned, like frozen, you're still in like that stance, which would just make you continue once you're unfrozen. Yeah. I was scammed. Oh, I guess we'll do the bot now. Yeah, guys, we have a couple of notifications.
Am I so out of touch?
Mr. Almeida, again, thank you so much. I need to go to the bathroom really quickly.
Am I so out of touch?
And again, Mr. Almeida,
no.
Man,
Mr. Almeida is gifting 1 subs to the community.
I achieved that goal.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Mr. Almeida is gifting 1 subs to the community.
Mr. Almeida, I don't know what to say, brother. Thank you so much. So what we could do here is get the sprite animation. We are facing, I guess we'll get sprite the animation. Sprite is get sprite. This is actually, you know, the get sprite function right now is really efficient. It is the most efficient way you can get the sprite. A sprite, because we are literally just indexing into an array. The lookup is O of 1. It's so fast. What a cool fucking change, man. Right, so we get the, you know, the attack or the animation sprite, essentially, right? And in this animation sprite, what we can create here, and I have to be careful because some enemies can have multiple abilities. I do have to be careful here. Hello, Code and Gree. Good morning. I want to iterate over the animation frames and do something on each animation frame. So what I want to do here is go through... I need to have like some sort of counter. Maybe the ability needs to have like an activation count or something. That gets reset whenever it's off cooldown. I need to have some sort of counter that depends on the ability. I think it needs to be on the ability. Proc count, something, right? Proc count, hit count, activation count. Centering people left and right. Cakez is like the certain historical German with a mustache today. Shut the fuck up. Okay, my plate of 6 schnitzels is... Oh man, you're making me hungry, bruh. God, you're getting fat, bro. But actually, real Seppuku is really slim. He's eating all of that stuff and he's really slim. God damn. I mean, there's multiple ways to do this. Maybe we have something here. Usage cost, duration, cooldown, time passed, flags, stats 2. We also need to get rid of the to be deleted. Exactly. That has to go. That's cleanup I have to do. But this is like, I'm gonna do that off stream. It's just coding and then this will stay here. So we need to have like some sort of... I mean, we could use the level because there are no... Actually, we have levels. So that would be an int activation count. Right? How would we do that? The activation count. Because we don't know when to put it on cooldown. Right? But maybe we don't need to. Maybe we don't. How can we do this? I'm pretty sure I can bug this, but let's try. Let's say we have this, right? Let's rebuild. It's super fast now, so that works really cool. Build an engine and we are done already. Cool. Fast building. Love it. Cakez, do you use math.h for square root? Also sine, cosine, tan? Yeah, I think I use math.h. I can show you. Let's see. Schnitzel, Liebe. Yeah, we use math.h. It's obvious, right? Right? So what can we do here? We have the ability and we have a counter how many times we activated it, right? So what we can take here, if... We need to have 2 checks, I think. If the ability activation count is less than the... what is the sprite called again? The animation sprite. Dot attack frames dot count. We need to still activate the ability. Right? Meaning... okay. But we also need to check whether, and I think this is where we have to get the index. I think. Let's call it int next activation index is animation time, animation sprite dot attack frames on animation, no wait, on ability activation count. That is the next activation or the next activation frame index. That frame index has to be exactly the animation index. Hey. Of the enemy. Or, yeah. Could you read my previous message, Cakez? Just a thought. Why do you need multiple attacks during one animation? Wouldn't it be better to split that animation into multiple ones and play them one after another? That way you could alter the animation mid-animation, similar to PoE 2. Let's say we have 2 animations. I would need to write the code to transition to the second use skill animation after the first use skill animation. And I would need to have some identifier that tells me now is the right thing to go into the second attack animation. Instead of going to idle or walking animation. So that would require me to write code for a state change. I don't think that distinguishing, no, that I don't think that separation will help me at all, to be honest. Cakez, I just wondered if there's other options to use. I know a popular video about fast square root. Nah, I don't care. Listen, a fast square root will not make a difference in my game, bro. My game is slow not because I call square root often. My game is slow because I'm iterating over a lot of shit every frame. And so changing that iteration is much better to optimize than a square root function that gets called maybe like 4 times a frame, which is nothing. Like, that is something that would just hold me up. It doesn't require anything to change. No, you guys, you don't understand my architecture of the game. I would still have to write code to transition to that animation. It is, I'm doing it this way because I think this is the easiest way. So if our next animation frame index is the same as our animation index, we still need to somehow track of our current. We are currently activating this index. Right? I think what we do here then is we do ability. And let's comment this, right? So we have that still. Ability activation count plus plus. So essentially we increase the activation count and then we are still on the same animation index, the next frame, but the next activation index frame is hopefully the next frame. And we always do plus plus and at some point it's not greater anymore. And so for this case, in this case here, because if we activate an ability, it will put it on cooldown, right? It will reduce the energy. Yeah, it will take away the energy and it will... Ability time pass. This can be affected by cost reduction. Energy cost, current energy minus. Energy percentage. Ability stats. Yeah, so basically this stuff happens, and if some of them, yeah, current energy plus. If we don't have a target, we get the current energy back. And what about the time? We get the energy back and set the time passed to cooldown. So basically time passed is if we reach cooldown we can use the ability. So essentially I would need to have I think it would be easier to have a boolean. Or I'm just gonna refund the cost every time. Or I think it's easier. We can have a float. Fuck. Actually, we can have a cost multiplier of 0, which is a default parameter. And then we could say, well, we multiply that by the cost multiplier. Wait, actually by default it's 1, right? This cost multiplier. We multiply that and the time passed by the inverse of the duration. A cooldown. Or is it, how do we get the cooldown of the ability? This might be wrong. I think there's a get cooldown function. I could be wrong though. Let me check. Can ability be activated? This checks it properly, I think. The time passed is the cooldown. Okay. It looks like we don't have a get. Wait. Is there a function get cooldown? No. Alright, so basically what I do here is I set the ability to be activatable again if I set the cost multiplier to 0, aka the ability is free. And if I set it to 1, then the ability costs, let's say, money, right? Which means what we can do here is we can supply a cost multiplier is whether the ability activation count is still less than the animation sprite dot attack frames dot count. Question mark, is it still less than the should be 0, otherwise it should be 1. And then we can use the cost multiplier here. Because we only apply the cost once we activated it. Okay, that should work for spear toss. And then we don't need this enemy usability, we keep it in there still. But I think that's it. I think I activated. Now this guy should toss the spear on 2 frames. If I did everything correctly, he should now toss the spear in 2 frames. And then the next time he's going to activate it. When the cast time is over. Where is it? Where's the cast time? When the cast time is over. Where is it? Huh? Wait a minute. Huh? Am I stupid? Usability. Ah, over here. When the cast time is over. Ah, fuck, we don't have the ability here. Shit. Done casting. The ability. Fuck, I don't know which ability we're talking about. Well, I guess I'll copy that really quickly. Fuck, I mean, I can't do it twice because I set the cast time to 0 again. So this is done outside, which sucks. Ah, bruh. I mean, if I'm done casting an ability, I set all of the other abilities that I have to 0. I didn't activate them. Should I like do a loop? Twice? Like, do I do this twice here? So essentially, this false here, right? This false is essentially a key indicator to say, okay, well, hey! Please do this. Hey, stop. And then set ability. Activation count to 0. We didn't activate any abilities yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. Cakez, can you read TCAP's previous message? You should have a global clown boolean. So, I'm not a clown. I don't know why you are so obsessed. Obsessed. Hä? Obsessed. With D? Obsessed with clowns. But you should get help. This is a warning, sir. Be careful. Okay? Even if you're a moderator, you know, this is a warning. It's obsessed, the Bravian version of obsessed.
Making fun of a non-English guy for his spelling mistakes. Oh, I'm so cool. Look at me, I'm Peter Pettis and I'm making fun of this guy for trying to learn English.
True. Alright, let's see if it works. We're going to spawn the guy and he's gonna toss 2 spears because it's gonna work the first time. Watch! Huh. He creates 1 spear, not 2. Did he just highlight a message? Sir Clown is starting to reject his origin as a clown, I guess. Sir Cakez Clown is second. Thanks for the 20 bits, bitch. It's wrong. Huh. Why is he not firing too? I guess we need to... I mean, his walking animation is dog shit, but... Let's take a look at the code. Why is he only using it once? Let's see. Do it, my brother. So, let's take a look at the attack frames. We have 1 and 3. Okay, the animation index for the enemy is 1. Cool. How many attack frames do we have? The sprite, right? We have the sprite here. The animation sprite has 5 frames. Okay, so there is certainly... Shut the fuck. Thanks for the 30 bits. I don't know why you're making that so big. It's really cool that I could finally see these now. It looks like Funka Faces updated their interface, you know. I have to say, even though, you know, this is not true, this looks really cool. I love it. It's awesome. It looks really cool. I think Twitch made a great addition. But you guys...
You should use real emotes instead of these clown emotes. I don't know why you keep using them.
You know, you should use a real emote if you want to make it that big. Okay? Alright, let's see. Activation... Why can I scroll so slowly? Anyways, activation count is 0. Yeah. Now, oops. Actually, not F10. Hopefully I didn't do anything wrong here. I didn't. Activation count plus plus. Now 1 we have, but the count here is 2. Okay, bro. Who was that? Okay, Mr. Amina. Let's see. There should be a sound effect for that, to be honest. Do you guys have a sound effect when these on-screen celebrations happen? Thank you for the support, bitch. Stop retracting messages, Inukai. No, you don't get any. Maybe I can ask Abef to add sound effects to this. Abef, is it possible to query these and add sound effects to them? Maybe that's cool. That's a cool idea. Let me see. So the cost multiplier here should be... Maybe this is inverted. What am I checking here? The activation count has to be less than the attack frames counts for it to give it a cost multiplier of 0. So that should be 0, yeah. And then we activate the ability. We can activate it. And then we try to take the current energy, which is 4, and the usage cost of the ability is 0. Therefore, we don't apply the cost at all here. So we still should have 0. Then our time passed is 7. And the cooldown for the ability is 7. And now we have a cost multiplier of 0, which means we set it to the actual cooldown of the ability. So it should be 7. Why is it 0? Am I stupid? If I do 1 minus 0. Oh, I multiply this. That's why. Yeah, it's multiplication. I'm an idiot. Okay, this has to be plus. That's why it doesn't work. That's why he only uses it once. It was a simple math issue. That's fine. That can happen. Now he's shooting too. Right? It's gonna work. Wait a minute. Oh my god, it works! It just works, bro! Shoot me, bitch! Oh my... That's a bit too much, actually. He keeps shooting. Hey, stop it! I need money, and I need to be out of range. Alright. Holy shit! What the fuck? Bro! Hey! He keeps shooting me.
Odin, my man.
My man!
Thank you for $25. Time for a big coffee.
Thank you,
Been
bro.
Following your work for a while now, mostly side by side while working. Thanks for the company. Here is something for your services. Enjoyed the coffee and put a bit aside to pay your kids a coffee too when she comes of age. Cheers.
True. Thank you. These fucking softwares! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the huge support. I remember you have done like a couple of like coffee donations for like $3. I really appreciate the big support, man. You're incredibly generous. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, man. Okay, let's see. Why does it not work? Give me a second. Why does it keep happening here? Why is this if check? The activation count should be less and therefore it should be false. Why does he keep using it? Maybe the cost multiplier doesn't work properly. Let's see. I want not a 5 spacebar. All right, let's see. Activation count. Okay, we activated it once. Next activation, enemy animation index, is still 1. I see. But the next animation index should be 3. Eh? Is it a copy? What?
Thank you, Mr. Elmider, for 100 bits.
My man, thank you.
Cheer 100.
Sir Clown is responsible for banning the Honorable Collector. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself?
I don't want to be like Cakez.
No, I don't. He was toxic. You know, he can cry all he wants. I wasn't toxic to him at all. I was nice every time. I said, oh, good morning, sir. How's it going, bro? Hope you're doing good. And he's like, fucker. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at this guy. He's bad. No, I don't feel bad. Smiling big. It was a perma. It wasn't a perma ban, guys. User collector of stuff. All right. It was not a perma ban, you dumbos. I timed him out for 30 minutes. Okay? That is 30 minutes. Do the math. 3,600 is 10 an hour. This is half of that. Such a wholesome person. Yeah. Blabbering. Holy shit. Does anyone even care about what Cakez is saying right now? People should hire Cakez for feedback and direction. Oh wait, he has no experience. This all opinions he pulls out of his ass. Cakez, you worry too much about the money and success. Focus on the game. Never said that. And then earlier, the first message, fucker. Let's all report Cakez. Toxic. Actually toxic. Banned for truth? Yeah. Okay, bro. Yeah, okay, bro. Hey, but don't I increase the abilities count here? Guys, isn't plus plus supposed to be turning it to 1? Maybe it sets it to 0 here. I wonder. Okay, I mean, he's using it again. Why is that happening? Okay, so the cast time was greater than here. He used it twice. Okay. Cooldown? Time passed. Alright, we need to go through this again. Alright, so activation count is 0. Fine. Then we do ability activation count is 1. We get the cost multiplier, which is 0. Activate the ability. Then for some reason, it doesn't go in here. Still 1. It should be 2 at some point. The animation index is 0.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because it went into run animation here. Very interesting. Do not change ability used to true after using this ability. Do you not? It doesn't matter in this case. Tami, thank you very much for following, bro. In this case, it doesn't matter. Because I'm trying to check something else, bro. Holy fucking shit. Who's that? My man. What the fuck? Thank you so much. Bruh. Rames.
My man.
The big
Thank
game
you for
developer.
$25. Here is for some more strawberries for the wife. Along with the following acknowledgement by someone who has shipped many games
Yeah.
at this point. It's okay, clowns
Dash!
are people too. Seriously though, thanks for the quality entertainment.
Dude, you should have said that my points are right. What are you talking about? You baited me. Thank you so much. You're incredibly kind, but you're wrong. I appreciate it though. Thanks for the money, bitch. It doesn't matter because you don't change it. In each iteration of the count will always be changed to 0. Yeah, but only if the cast is done. Wait, we do this again. Oh, he dead. He dead. Okay, fine. Fine. So, let's see. We shoot the shit thing. Wait a minute. It never goes in here. Alright, wait, let's try this again. 1. Let's do this one more time.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Elmider, for 100 bits.
Let's do this again one more time.
Tier
I'm
100.
confused.
We now hold a minute's silence for the truth teller collector. The martyr spoke, told the truth, and left as forewarned. Never forget the actions of the dictating Emperor Clown Sir Clown II.
Shut the fuck up, okay? He just can't take... Like, it's nice if he's, like, mobbing someone else, but he can't take it if someone is actually... if someone is actually, you know, fighting back. Wrong. Alright, let's see. We gotta do this. No, actually, spacebar. Okay, so we are using the ability one time. Next. He didn't activate it yet. Shouldn't it toss something? Time past the 7. Cooldown. Oh my god, I'm checking this used ability thing. I'm so stupid. Guys, stop kneeling for collector of stuff. He was toxic. Guys,
Don't you want this community to be wholesome and nice?
so that we can all grow together as game developers and make really good games. Chatters lives matter? No. Alright, wait, how about this? We do this, and then we... Collector of stuff was wholesome and nice. Okay, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. But you're delusional. Now that you're asking, no. Okay, bro. That's toxic. Oh, now we're talking. Oh my god, it works! Oh, no way! It works, guys. We got it done. Watch. 2 attacks. Watch him shoot 2 spears. Oh my... Now we can create rapid fire attacks. We can do like... And then it would be like a bunch of attacks at once. Isn't that nice? I haven't been here long enough, but Collector of Stuff has been massively toxic from the first minute. Yes, Ramus, that is true. My spear shots in the same cadence. Boom! You know what we could do? Watch this. Oh, sorry. We can do this. Instead of 1 and 3, right? We can say 3 and 4. I wonder if that works. 4 is at the very end. Let's try this. I want to shoot 2 spears. Oh my god, that would be so awesome. Please work. Oh my god! Huh? Watch this. We just improved our game. We made it 10 times better. Watch. Guys, Collector of Stuff is just role-playing. I'm pretty sure he's here. Let's see. Act Collector. See, he's still here. Pussy. See, that was toxic. I acknowledge that. That was toxic. Boom! Okay, let's see what happens. Now, watch this, guys. I'm gonna give this guy an item. And you see? Watch this. You see how much damage he gets? Take a look. Now take a look at the damage. Oh, I mean, he's still dead. Yeah, wait. One more time. Oh, no. How much? You see how he can survive longer? 10? You see how items have an effect on the abilities of the units? See that? Now it's 10. He's still dead, but... You see that? Isn't that cool? Where are you adding carpet bombing? When are you adding carpet bombing? What is carpet bombing? From 49 to 60.